Hello Transformer fans, today I will be reviewing the Transformers Generations Deluxe class, the Minicon's Assault Team. So, let's get started. Now, one thing I want to point out first is this guy, is he an Autobot or Decepticon? Someone please in the comments below let me know. I have been sitting here absolutely wondering, what is this guy, an Autobot or Decepticon? I have no idea. I kind of have him in the middle on my shelf over there, on my Generation shelf. I kind of have him in the middle because I have no idea what team this guy is on. So someone please let me know in the comments. What are what is this guy's name? I think it said in the directions. This is just him as a robot, like, because this guy is technically deluxe size like this. So, comes with a gun and a comic. Although I looked at the comic and he wasn't even in the comic unless I skipped something. But he wasn't in there, so I thought that was kind of weird. Comes with this big gun, which you can split into 3 pieces. So you have those 3 pieces, and I will show you which piece goes with who a little bit later. So him as the robot, or as the regular size Transformer, we are going to work from this to the individual and then to their vehicle modes. So that's kind of how we're going to do this review. I do want to start off with the articulation on this guy. Nothing in the head or waist, just so you can remember that. He does have a ball joint at the shoulder. He has a single jointed elbow. That's it at the arms. And you might think, well, that's not a lot of articulation. There's not a ton, but you almost don't even notice it now. He does have a ball joint on the hips, but his legs can only go out that far. So back and forth as far. And there's a piece back here that goes behind his legs. Just kind of pull that up, and you can really get the legs to bend all the way back, as you can see. But with that in the way, they bend back about that much. They don't go as far back as they would with that in the way. So now that we've got the, I guess you could say feet. So that's it of the articulation. Now that we have that out of the way, we can now actually get to the review on this guy, or the transformation. So to separate him from this mode, and the way I'm going to do this review is going to be a lot simple, better than the directions say, because the directions don't tell you how to get him out of this robot mode. I don't know why. So you want to unplug this top piece very gently. Unplug it from like that. So this is the piece you're going to pretty much see. So that's one character. And then you want to unplug this. There we go. So that's one character, and then there's this. So let's go with the legs. To transform them into the robot mode, you push these together, turn it around, and then flip that out. That is it. That is basically it. And let me fix the camera, guys. Okay. So that is basically it for this guy. And we will run through articulation and accessories for each after I've transformed them all. The next one, which he is the arms. So this is pretty much what he's going to look like when you unplug him. The way you're going to transform this guy is you're going to flip these down on each arm, like that. And then you are going to kind of unplug these from this little tab right in there, right there. There's a little tab right there, so you're gonna unplug it from there, and you're gonna this joint is kind of hooked right here. You're gonna unplug it all. get it out. So same over here, same thing, unplug and shift. And then you're going to kind of take the, obviously these are his arms, you're going to kind of move them out the way. And you might want to take this up too, just to get it out the way. And then you're going to kind of, well, let's turn them upside. You're going to bend this up, well, turn his legs. And you're going to kind of bend this up, like so, for both of the legs. Let's see if we can get this. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. Make sure it clicks, and then just flip it down, and you have, what's his name? Runway. So this is heavy tread, runway, and we're about to get wind shear is the helicopter. So the way you transform this guy is you unplug the arms, bring them down. Obviously that is going to be the arms. You want to grab this and kind of pull up, and push that head down. Get that head down and close it again. So that's what you'll have. And then kind of situate the legs and pull this back, this piece right here. You want to keep pulling it. Get it out the way like so. Bring the legs completely down and fold this down, and you should see him. So there he is. So there's your 3 characters to how to get them out of their kind of modes. So you have heavy tread, runway, and wind shear. Those are the guys. Now, accessories. Heavy tread comes with this big gun, and the way you get it on him is you just kind of click it in like that into his hand, and it kind of looks like all like one right there. So runway, this, you can plug it either way, like this or like this, in either of his arms, because they both have holes in them. So either of his arms you can plug it in. So that's something. And then wind shear with his gun is this one. You can plug it in the same thing with this peg. Plug it in either of the arms, and then there you have it. There they are with all their weapons. Now to transform them into their vehicle things, let's go to heavy tread first. He's pretty simple how to transform him. You want to bring this piece together and then just kind of clip the arms, so you got that going for you, and then flip. You see how there's like 2 greens? Flip them together like so. So make that. So flip the back one down and then the front one, and you got it. Whoops. And then just fold these pieces back so you kind of feel like it's all kind of together, and there you go. There's heavy tread in his vehicle mode. He is a tank, obviously. Runway, you want to unplug his weapon and actually get his weapon out the way, and you want to flip this up. That's going to be, the first thing you're going to want to do is flip that piece up, and then leave the legs plugged in and just kind of kind of bring them forward. His legs, you'll kind of feel them click in, and then you're going to kind of plug that gun piece in the back. And then with his arms, just they'll slide. There's a little slot in the forearm. You just slide it into that green piece, and they'll kind of hug him. So this particular jet mode looks really good like that, as you can see. But the moment you turn it sideways, you can see his head, and it looks even uglier like that. So that's something to be careful with the runway figure. And with wind shear, you want to unplug his little weapon. Then you want to flip this up. And by the way, be careful, because this little piece for me is always constantly just falling off, and it really makes me mad. Or it won't stay. And then you want to plug to the lower. There's going to be two teeth. I guess you can call them that. Little knots, whatever. And you just plug them in to his arms. Do the lower ones because the higher ones are how you do it for the big robot. You want to kind of flip that down one, and then just like fold his legs up into the figure. They don't have to be perfectly straight or nothing. Just do that, and that is and then split that, and then you can plug the screen weapon right there on the front, and that is that. Now, just to show how smaller these guys, let me get them positioned. How much smaller these guys are than a regular size deluxe figure by themselves. Here you have Bumblebee. Yeah, that's that. So you got that. These guys are pretty small, but they're definitely worth the $15 or so, whatever you have to pay. So I definitely recommend going out and buying these Minicon's Assault Team. Very good. It's a little odd the way that they're made and stuff, but very good quality. I like it. So thank you, and stay tuned for more Transformers reviews.